What does it mean to be masculine?
I like the idea of provide and protect for the masculine, and the woman is to nurture and connect. Nurture and connect.
Masculinity is the opposite of femininity. So it's strong, it's logical, it protects, it provides. Do you see what I'm saying? Why? Because it's strong. Do you see what I'm saying? So if physically I am stronger than someone else, of course the responsibility falls upon me to protect the weak. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, that's what masculinity is. Because so if I'm more logical than a person who's more emotional, then masculinity would be, I would have to lead. Do you see what I'm saying? Because in dangerous situations, I would be in much more control. You know, I'll be able to control myself much better than someone who's emotional. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, that's what masculinity basically is. That's really all it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've got no issue with that.
And masculinity is what is what allows men to basically die for others. You see what I'm saying? You have to be masculine for you to make those type of decisions. It's not usually, you know what they say, men, women and children first. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason why they say that is because that's what we're built for.
So if a woman was to die for protecting her child, does that mean she's a masculine woman?
No, usually when that happens is in the absence of a man, or the man has already died.
So how do you class that?
That's a natural instinct for any mother.
So is it masculine and feminine, or is neither? So
No. If a man is there, she's not. Okay, put it this way: if it was normal for her to do that, she would jump in first. And so if it was normal for her to do that, what would happen is someone comes in, she would be the one going in front of the man, and she would be the one confronting the situation. If it was normal for her to do that, the scenario that you pose is only when the male is now removed from the equation. So now she will protect. Why? Because this is why we have God, man, women, child, because the child comes under the protection of the mother primarily, because she's more around, nurturing and so on.
I think that's almost part of the feminine motherhood. Yeah, is to have that instinct of protecting their child.
But I'm confused. Like the man, like we're saying masculinity is the man protecting the family.
I think providing and protecting in terms of resources, food to eat. So it's not like
physical protection.
Shelter, and physical protection.
Who's stronger, men or women, according to you?
I'm not disputing that. I'm just disputing the concept.
What of provide and protect?
Of physical protection. Because in that example of the woman protecting a baby, that's physical protection. But we said physical protection is masculine. So does that mean when a woman protects the child in the absence of the man, that's masculine? But it's basically, you need to be consistent with the rule, basically.
No, I am being consistent. No, we are being consistent, because
if you're saying it's masculine for the man to physically protect his family, and then a woman protects her child, why is that not masculine? Why is that not a masculine trait?
Because it isn't. No, it's a masculine trait.
Yeah, elaborate.
No, it's a masculine trait for her to put herself in harm's way in order to protect the child.
That's what I wanted to hear.
It's a masculine trait, but it's not a priority for her, because the only time that ever happens,
I'm not arguing that.
Look what's happening.
I agree with you.
Hold on, let me finish. Look what's happening. The men, the men protects the woman. You remove the men. Now, who's going to protect the weaker vessel? It has to be the woman, because she is stronger she's on the next level down.
Yeah, I'm not disputing
but what I'm saying is, but the natural order of things is if the men is there, but she would have to assume a position that she is not really suited for. She's not really suited, but in that instant,
but she can do it though. She's not suited, but she can tap into it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How productive do you think she would be? Sorry, how successful do you think she would be at protecting that child? Let's say I took over, I killed the men off, right?
Yeah.
Me and a couple guys killed it. Now, the women, this was actually what tends to happen when the men come in and then they murder the men. Most women, they don't actually go and try and protect the children. They just follow the men. The men tell, oh, you're coming. What happens is they usually just go along with whatever the men say because you know, that's just what tends to happen.
In fact, Octavio hit a really good point because in a situation of an army coming in and taking over another village, another village. Do you know what their best bet is to save their life and their child's life? Is just submit
or run.
Submit or
run where?
No, they won't be able to run because they're an army's just burst in their front door.
Bare hypothetical.
The only way to protect really is to submit and go along with the new order.
You create a hypothetical to confirm your bias. That's all it is. When you make a hypothetical, all you're doing is confirming your bias, and I can counter with a hypothetical confirming my bias, and all we're gonna do is tit for tat, and it's just not gonna go nowhere.
But you haven't been able to come back from it.
Bro, I can.
Go on.
Just by adding more elements to the example.
Go, add more elements.
That's why I said she could run. You said they can't run.
Okay.
But there's movies out there where these things happen,
okay.
they run. So you can run.
Okay,
movies,
you can run. Let's run with that.
She can run.
Movies are good examples.
Hold on. She can run, right?
Yeah.
She can run. Let's use your analogy, yeah? She can run, right?
Yeah.
Remember, I've been for a real war. No one was running nowhere.
Bro,
but hold on a second.
Let's talk about war with guns. There's been wars with knives.
You're being a contrarian.
I'm being hypothetical because I'm adding new elements. You was in a war with guns. There's been wars with knives.
Let's say a woman is running.
Kill a woman running with a knife. Are you gonna throw the knife?
Hold on. Just to add, she's running.
You're gonna add bow and arrows. You see
what I'm
You see what I'm saying?
I wasn't even gonna say that.
You see what I'm saying? Tit for tat.
Hold on. I'm not even gonna say that. I was just gonna say one thing.
She's running and she's running with her child.
Okay, hold on.
Go.
I'm just gonna say this, yeah. Who do you think is fastest at running, men or female or women? And I don't even want to add the child. Do you know what I'm gonna say? Hold on. I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna use the baby, right? Because imagine running with the baby and all the children and so on.
Whatever you say, I'm gonna counter it.
Go on. Go
on. I'm gonna.
It just becomes silly. It's just like,
is that not what I said?
No, it's arguing for arguing.
Tit for tat.
No,
it's just
not.
tit for tat.
No, because the reality is
it becomes tit for tat because you're confirming your bias with your hypothetical.
No, the reality,
and I can do it my side
the
too.
The reality is they don't run, and if they were to run, men are faster than them, and they would catch them. And usually what tends to happen is when these guys come in, they probably got let's say there was the period of the swords, right? They would have horses, they would have all of that,
exactly.
and a man is 10 times more faster than a woman. He's not running nowhere.
Plus, they're soldiers. They're on their feet running and killing all day long.
Bro, do we have to put up movie after movie to show women getting away?
Oh, so you're using
children getting away. Movies are
so you're using
hypothetical.
So you're using hypotheticals based on Hollywood movies.
Bro, that's my battle. That's my way of using hypotheticals.
Do you know what I would say? I would say
it's a real scenario.
No, it's not real. Hollywood is not real.
Bro, your situation ain't real.
It's hypothetical. A young boy child is more likely to escape than a mother and a children.
Yeah, but I'm not. What my argument?
He can run. He can hide. He can jump over fences.
It can't happen. My argument is the other side can happen.
Let me help your argument. She can fly. You might as well just say that then. Do you know what? She can swim in a river full of crocodiles.
You know that reminds me of old school film with Julia Roberts, Sleeping with the Enemy. She ran from her husband.
Yeah, she ran from her husband. She went into the jungle and then she ran from another town. She was faster than the lions. I mean, but we can go into your world, which is just completely just nonsensical.
You both have proven my point. All hypotheticals is doing is confirming your bias. And it can be countered with somebody else's bias. That's what I'm saying.
Hypotheticals.
That's what I'm saying.
There's hypotheticals.
Real life case studies is more accurate.
Hypotheticals based on reality on biological reality is one thing.
So are movies.
Hold on.
Movies.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish.
Movies are complete fantasy.
Fantasies.
Non-fictional
Hypothetical.
movies.
This is why you go.
What? Ali, the movie was a fantasy. Ali,
Yeah,
it's based on reality.
You had Will Smith playing in it.
Bro,
It's based on reality.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Based on movies, they make movies.
Bro.
Art imitates life, and
Bro,
life imitates art. That's what movies is.
Yeah, but they also have X-Men.
Yeah, bro,
Fiction.
They got movies of women beating up men.
there's-
Do you think that's reality?
Bro,
In fact, nearly every single movie has a woman beating up a man.
Every
Yeah.
superhero movie, every movie these days is that. To the point that men are gonna start believing that. That's the social engineering.
Nah, I don't agree
That's
with
the
that.
social
I don't-
engineering.
You can't beat biology, and we're witnessing now with
Bro, sometimes a lion thinks it's a
hold on. We've seen with reality. We've seen.
Say that again.
Sometimes a lion thinks it's a sheep because it's told it's a sheep.
I don't agree with that. We've seen today with women losing in every single tournament whenever men join their thing. We're seeing it today. It doesn't work. You can't beat biology.
The way I was thinking about it when you first brought it up was, if you watch the Olympics, you can see that men are much faster than women. And if you add a child with that, you can see she's never going to get away from
Just unrealistic.
from a group of soldiers.
Okay.
But